Welcome back, everyone. Today we learn about transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide in humans. We will first look at how oxygen is transported. Afterwards, we will explore how carbon dioxide is transported. Let's study how oxygen is being transported by our red blood cells in greater detail. Before oxygen reaches the red blood cells, it is dissolved in the layer of moisture of the alveolus. Once dissolved, the oxygen diffuses from the layer of moisture, through the alveolar wall, through the capillary wall, and then into the blood plasma. In the blood plasma, oxygen then diffuses into the red blood cell, in short the RBC. Inside the RBC, oxygen binds to hemoglobin, forming oxyhemoglobin. Oxygen is then transported to the respiring cells in the form of oxyhemoglobin through the blood circulation. Now, let's explore in detail how carbon dioxide is transported by the RBC. Carbon dioxide can be transported from the respiratory cells to the lungs via three ways. Firstly, as hydrogen carbonate ions, which dissolves in the blood plasma. About 70% of carbon dioxide is transported as such. Secondly, as carbaminohemoglobin, which binds to hemoglobin of RBC. About 20% of carbon dioxide is transported as such. Lastly, the remaining 10% of the carbon dioxide will dissolve in the blood plasma. We will now look into greater detail on the formation of hydrogen carbonate ions, which is the main form in which carbon dioxide is transported in the blood circulation. Carbon dioxide first diffuses from respiring cells into the blood plasma, and then diffuses into the RBC. Carbon dioxide then combines with water to form carbonic acid. The carbonic acid formed then dissociates into hydrogen ion and hydrogen carbonate ion. The positively charged hydrogen ion stays inside the cell, while the negatively charged hydrogen carbonate ion diffuses out into the blood plasma. Hydrogen carbonate ions then follow the blood circulation to the lungs. When the hydrogen carbonate ions reaches the lungs, it is then converted back to carbon dioxide, which is exhaled. The hydrogen carbonate ions would diffuse from the blood plasma back into the RBC, where it combines with the hydrogen ions to form carbonic ions, forming carbonic acid. The carbonic acid is then converted into carbon dioxide and water. Finally, the carbon dioxide then diffuses out of the RBC into the blood plasma, before diffusing into the alveolus in the lungs. That's all for today. Thank you for the effort to learn with me. Stay tuned for more interesting lessons. See you next time. Bye-bye.